Welcome to the Balls Not Court Podcast. Cortez Podcast here. Got Kevin Carter to my right-hand side. Got Steve Vanorder on Skype. Kevin, how you doing today, sir?
We're gonna die!
Steve, how you doing?
Oh, I'm just waiting for the storm not to try to ramrod me.
Yeah.
But then I'm doing good.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you have been listening for years and know where we're at. We're in Florida. And,
We's in Florida.
And as you heard, there's a storm coming that way.
Or as we gonna call it, Warda.
So
That's what's gonna be full of the state.
Yes. So
Warda.
we have Hurricane Matthew McConaughey coming our way.
All right.
So we figure we'll get a podcast in
Before we die!
that, or we are flooding, or if I have some floaties available, because I'm not the best of swimmers. So hopefully it's not too bad here, but hopefully everybody's preparing well that is in Florida, Georgia, Carolinas, anywhere else that's going to be impacted by the storm. Hopefully Haiti and Jamaica, I heard they've been going through some stuff with devastating there.
Yeah, boy, it's been bad down there.
It's been a mess. So
Jamaica said they was fine, man.
So hopefully everybody's down
What
there.
I hear
It's getting recovery and everything like that. So
is gonna be fine, man.
nonetheless, let's talk some football before we get depressed with hurricane stuff, because it's not far away from us right now. So nonetheless,
No.
let's go with the NFL first. We'll go with the week 4. You got that first Thursday night game that was the Bengals and the Dolphins. We just gonna tell you the score, 22-7. No need for to discuss that game. We had an early game on Sunday. You had the Jaguars and the Colts. Jaguars pulled out 30-27. Kevin, I know he want to watch the game initially, but as a fan, it's just hard to stay away from your team, and you're going to support them no matter what. So, what you talk about your Jazz there, Kevin?
Nope.
Don't want to say anything about them? Nope. They just got the win, huh? That's it?
Yep.
Steve?
Piss me off anymore.
I was hoping to wake up Monday morning and hear that Gus Bradley was fired, but that was the only thing I got to say about that.
There you go.
So nonetheless, Jaguars went ahead and got their first win of the season. So
Hooray.
next game we had the Titans and the Texans. Texans ended up pulling that out 27-20. Browns and the Redskins 31-20. You had the Seahawks that was 27-17. The Bills blanketed the Patriots 16-0. And so that was a shutout, and Rex Ryan was
His typical fat, jovial,
talking
idiotic self.
again. So is this all about Rex Ryan egos, feeding more ego here, Steve? What do you think about this win that they had with the Patriots that was a shutout?
It didn't prove anything. It didn't prove anything at all. Rex Ryan's still a fat piece of shit, and they fired the best person on their staff, which was their offensive coordinator. They sure did look pretty good, only scoring, 16 points?
Yeah.
Whatever. Move on to the next. Shut up, Rex Ryan.
Yeah, the Panthers 33, the Falcons 48. Something what's wrong with the Panthers, but
300 motherfucking yards was what was wrong with the Panthers.
But what has gotten to the Falcons? That's the question.
300 flipping yards is what got into the Falcons.
Matt Ryan threw with 500.
I don't care. A guy caught for 300 yards. He caught for almost 2 miles.
And when it comes to a point this guy's getting targeted, and you still can't stop him for 300 yards.
Hey, Carolina, how y'all feel now about telling Josh Norman we don't need you? Yeah.
Oh, and apparently he sent out a tweet. They asked him a question about it, and he was like, "Well, let me sip this cup of tea right quick." So, Cam Newton is under concussion protocol, so he doesn't know if he's going to play next week.
Of course, he don't even remember if he played last year.
He got beaten up pretty hard. So,
Did I do any good?
But yes, Julio Jones, 300-some yards, man. 300 is that. And I might have lost words that guy dropped that many yards, to be honest. But I'm not surprised because he's got the talent, but that many yards on a team that was in the Super Bowl last year.
300 yards.
I mean,
just take in consideration 300 yards. Like 4 people in a game haven't caught 300 yards. He did it all by himself.
Yeah.
300 yards. And 1 touchdown. but 300 yards.
Now, I want to ask you a question about this game, Kevin. Is this the game?
That's 3,000 feet.
Yeah. Is this?
He caught a mile.
Is this the passing of the torch of the Falcons?
No, because the Falcons might choke it away like they usually do. So you can't. Falcons always do this. They play well first half and then second half. So you got to be careful saying stuff with the Falcons, even though it is a new coach and but you still got to be wary.
Gotcha.
When you talk about the Falcons.
Steve, is Matt Ryan the real deal or no?
I always liked Matt Ryan. I thought he was a great quarterback, and again, you gotta watch with the Falcons. Like Kevin was just saying, you gotta watch with him. You don't know what you're gonna get in the second half. So if he's gonna be the real deal, if he's gonna continue to be the quarterback I think he is, when you're gonna win. So hopefully it's this year they get past that torch.
Yeah. Next game we had the Raiders 28, the Ravens 27. That was a nail biter, and you had Derek Carr, who had a pretty solid game that week. They gave me the game ball when I saw the whole spill in the locker room. So
yeah,
not that close. I was hoping the Ravens win because the Raiders being in the division rival for my team, but nonetheless, congrats to them when I say that great for my team. Lions lost to the Bears 17-14. Steve, what's going on with your Lions, man?
It's the fucking Lions. It's the Lions. I mean, they haven't been good since they had Barry Sanders. They had one good year with Barry. And then they had one good year. They went to the playoffs and got jobbed by the ref. And if Georgia boy hadn't fucking just aimed on the one tight end, he had a guy right across the middle. We beat him. We go further in the playoffs. We probably could have went even further than that. But that's nor here nor there. They still suck this year. And I have to hear shit from the Viking fans, those assholes.
All right, no doubt. And you got to hear from the Bear fan that work in the warehouse. So.
Now, they're not as bad as the Viking fans, man. I like to punch some of those guys in the face, too.
No doubt. Yeah, the Broncos winning 27-7 over the Buccaneers. That game was temporarily delayed because of a thunderstorm. It was foretelling because of the hurricane that we're having this week, with the inclement weather that we've been having. But Bucs were solid all the way around. Trevor Siemian went down with a shoulder injury, so he's basically day-to-day with that injury. He might play this next week against Atlanta.
He said he's playing.
He says he's going to try to play, but Pastor Lynch came in for the rest of the game, and they put him in a shotgun, and he looked very comfortable doing that. Was able to, steer the ship and not make sure the Bucs come back. But good win overall. The Broncos defense is making these first
the thing that not made the Buccaneers come back was Jameis Winston throwing the ball to the other team.
Yes.
And the weather.
Yeah. That Broncos defense is making quarterbacks just...
And them guys, too.
Look them, but yeah, Jameis did kind of just give out.
Jameis said, "Hey, Akeem."
Yeah. So Akeem Talib had a nice homecoming back to the Bucs.
Yeah. Then he shot himself in the foot.
Literally.
So, all right. Next game, you had the Rams and the Cardinals, 17-13. The Rams won that game.
What the fuck is up with the Rams?
Yeah, the Rams, man. I'm wondering if they're flashing a pan or not.
I don't know about them yet. It's been a little weird. The Cardinals have all of a sudden fell off. Their quarterback's out for tonight. He ain't going to play.
Yeah.
Carson Palmer's not going to play. So they're going to go to the great Drew Stanton.
Yeah.
Yeah, Drew Stanton, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, man.
The great Drew Stanton. The only thing that he's known of is a meme of him doing this down the sideline when the guy intercepted the ball.
So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Cardinals, but the Rams are taking advantage of their, you think of that first game they played in the season 49, like, typical Rams. They might not do anything this season. They'd be the last win in the division, but so far, so good. 3-game winning streak, so.
The Crams.
The Crams, yeah. So, move to a new city.
The Rams of Los Angeles.
All right, the Saints beat the Chargers 35-34. I call a little bit of this game. Poor Phillip Rivers put this ball in the guy's on the money in his chest, and he dropped the ball for him to move the chains to try to make a run, because they just let him run into the end zone, let him score. And
they gave the game to the Saints.
Yeah.
They gave the game to the Saints. They let the Saints come roaring back and just gave the game to them. They're like, oh, here, thank you. You're all right. You're fine. Here, take it.
Yeah. It was it's crazy how he gave it away. And poor Phillip Rivers, he has no help. No help whatsoever, man.
The only way he'd have help is if the healthy people on his team would give knees to the better people on his team so they can replace him.
This is very true. So, all right, the Cowboys won 24-17.
Oprah gave away ACL tears to the Chargers.
How about them Cowboys?
You get ACL.
Yeah, they're 3-1. They're I mean, is there something?
Dak!
Is there a quarterback controversy going on in Dallas right now?
Dak!
Hey man,
what would you do?
Dak's playing until he does something stupid. That's what I would do. But I'm also not a billionaire and an idiot. So Tony Romo will play as soon as he comes back, and he'll break his back again, and then here comes Dak to the rescue.
Dak has not thrown an interception at all this season.
Dak!
Man, yeah, like 118, 130 something passes without even an interception. Pretty good.
That is pretty good. And that wonderful offensive line too, right?
Dak?
Hey man, if he keeps playing well, I'm not putting Romo back in.
And the leading rusher in the NFL.
Yeah. Once again behind that magnificent offensive line, but nonetheless, Ezekiel is talented, but
Look at Cole Beasley. All of a sudden becoming the number one receiver for the Dallas Cowboys.
And with that, there's always drumming.
And Dez and his little bitchy ass.
There's Brian.
Yeah.
With his...
Not even the bitchiest receiver in the league anymore, though.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Not even the bitchiest.
But we're coming about that receiver in a minute. So, you got the Chiefs and the Steelers. Steelers 43, Chiefs 14.
Fucking A, I would have hated to be the fucking Chiefs after the game the Steelers had the week before playing the Steelers because they were pissed.
And they showing it too.
5 fucking touchdowns for
Big Ben.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Big Ben almost brought it back in fantasy.
And we got another thrust.
So,
From Antonio Brown, and then Le'Veon Bell came. Gee.
Yeah, I can explain what happened to the Steelers the week before. That was a game. Most people thought they should have beat the Eagles, but the Eagles' defense has been playing pretty well. They also got a nice rookie quarterback who's doing well. A lot of good rookie quarterbacks going so far.
Yeah.
Just doing well so far. So, gotta give credit.
Except the number one pick in the draft.
Yeah.
He's not even starting. What is it, third string?
Yeah, I think third or second.
Oh, no, he's second now.
Oh, yeah.
He got the
he's
dress.
now second?
Yeah, he got the dress and to be out there, but didn't do anything.
All right. Then you have the Vikings 24-10 over the Giants.
Over the crying Odells.
What is going on with Odell Beckham?
And he needs to
He's
cut off.
butthurt, man.
No, I know what happened. All that bleach he uses on his fucking head has soaked into his brain, and he's become a retard. I think that's what happened. Beating up poor defenseless. Well, they're not defenseless because the net whooped his ass.
Boy, beat his ass.
So I'm like, he needs to cut that Roman noodles off his head and get the. I don't know, but there's something wrong with him.
Steve, what's next for Odell Beckham?
I don't know, man. He needs to get it together because right now he's just a joke. I think he's a joke. With the crybaby pouty bullshit that I'm seeing, it's like, why are you crying for it, man? You're supposed to be one of the better receivers in the league, yet you're crying like a bitch, man.
It's like, but the one thing I always said about him, I think he's overrated. What I always said, I'm like, you haven't proved anything. You made one catch that everybody hyped you up about because you made this one catch, but yet you show me nothing else besides this one catch. Show me something else besides these one-handed grabs and everything, and show me that you're actually going to